Greetings, dear precious spirit soul. I don't say hello because that's hell low. Go to low hell. That's how your little subconscious mind picks that up. That's just the way it operates. So why would I say that? To tell you, go to low hell, buddy? No, I say, and even greetings is great eatings. Well, anyway, the words don't do it, but we're using words to get beyond that to who we are, because we're greater than words, than thoughts, than beliefs. It's who you are. Okay, part 2 of recognizing and realizing your specialness. Now, there's this teaching I started of studying the Vedas because I'm a spiritual researcher. And people say, well, you're not in my group because we blunk it and we're all like this. And you're not in my group because we're all like this. And I can't listen to you because you're not in my group and in my thing and other people. And then people act like, well, kind of like lemmings. They're supposedly these little rodents, poor little guys, that all go off the cliff. They all follow each other off the cliff. Well, obviously, two, a male and female, stay behind because they get more of them. So I don't know, but it's following some leader. It's the blind leading the blind. And when we take on, because it's 2 parts, and we're not special and special in the sense that we're not better than or greater than anyone else in our particular species, you might say, our particular beingness, where we know each other, we recognize each other. We can't really even conceive of really anyone ever doing horrible, terrible things to anyone else or an animal or anything. That's just beyond us. And the problem is we've become very naive then, because we're not recognizing that there can be others here who are a different, maybe species, or they have an infection of some kind in the mind. And it distorts their perception, and they're then living from fear and guilt and greed and miserliness and living a false reality where everyone lives on absorbing the life force of someone or something else, when we are our own light force. We are our own energy generator. I like to call you your own home entertainment center, and that's you. And you are whole, complete, and perfect always, and that is your divine nature. There is a distinction, though, when you know about specialness, is when you acknowledge your specialness, and greatness, it's who you are. And then you recognize the specialness and greatness of everyone else, including animals. And this then enriches you, and it also is empowering to you. That's why I call my work enrichment and empowerment facilitating. Okay? And the very first thing to do that, you have to become a master of manifestation. You have to know how everything's operating. You don't put your head in the sand and just say, oh, I'm special and I'm great. What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, I could run faster than anybody else. Well, yeah, big deal. Or I could think faster than anybody else, and I have more degrees than everybody else, and I'm smarter than everybody else and over here, but dumber over here than everybody else. No. You have to let's take the word special and to look at what that means, and greatness. It means all is possible for you, all. And that means that problem with free will is that freedom implies suffering, because you're free to suffer as long as you want, as long as you're agreeing with it. And why you're special is you are a master of manifestation. You are a creator being. You are people say, well, yeah, you people tell people they're a god. No, well, wait a minute. No, you would say we're God-like. So you could say you're a mini God, but you're not really the big deal God. And that's not what that is. And also, who's God and what's the concept of God? And then we blunk God. Oh, it's all like that. My God's like this, your God's like that. Our gods are fighting. Really? There may be gods fighting who all think they're gods, but yet they're sucking their life force from you because you're special. Really special. And when there's a philosophy or teaching that tells you you're not special, tells you that you're just a nothing and a blip on a computer screen, that tells you that you're this and that and you're a cog in a wheel, and that you came here so you could work on an assembly line, really, no, you're special. And that specialness is to recognize and realize the qualities that you have. The qualities that you have. We say, well, you know, the mind is great things. We have all this great technology and in the industrial age, and we have all this, no, that's the mind. That's fine. Then we make other things special. My computer's special. You're special. You're really special and different, and we're not special and different. We're this and that because we're called humble. Humble is very close to humiliation because it isn't. It's not even humble. People say, I've never been so humbled in my whole life. Puff, puff, puff. No, it's beyond all that. But you recognize, find out, know what is special about you. Tune in to part 3.